The next posture we'll do is VIparita Karani. This is a nice semi upside down poses where we're having our legs up and our pelvis raised a little bit as well for the nice inverted benefits that we can get. So we're going to do a couple of variations. We're doing the traditional one of near the wall with some bolsters, and then we're going to have another variation that maybe there's not a wall to be used, and we can also get that lift by using some blocks or even a bolster in the middle of the room. Okay, so we place the bolsters near the wall on top of each other, and just remember when we're putting the bolsters for VIparita Karani, we're not having the bolsters all the way to the wall. We have a gap between the wall and the bolsters. Yeah, so it might be about like 5 centimeters from the wall. And then to get in, so Yaka's going to get herself in, you're going to sit on the bolster and you're going to swivel yourself around the best you can, and then just gently bring the lower half of the body towards the floor to try and press the buttocks all the way to the wall. So you sort of got to wiggle yourself a little bit more towards the wall. That's it. Yes. And so you can see in this position that the whole buttocks and the lower spine is on the wall, and she's getting quite a nice little arch there, but a lengthening of the spine. So her pelvis and her legs are higher than the heart. Yep, so the legs are just relaxed. Shoulders are on the floor, head and neck is on the floor, arms are out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. And what I can do to also, sometimes weighting the feet down is also quite comfortable, just using the sandbag, like so. Just helps to weight the pelvis into the bolster. And a little eye bag. And again, this is one of the really classic restorative postures for the fact that we are in a more of an inversion. So again, we're getting the benefits of an inversion in terms of having the heart being rested in this position. So it's good for the endocrine system. It's good for, again, the whole pelvic area, the reproductive system, but also simply the fact that most of us sometimes are on our legs for a long period of time. We might be, even with our job, standing for long periods of time. And so this is, again, a really good restoration, relaxation, to have the legs upside down so the venous flow is going in the opposite direction than standing all the time. Okay, let's have a look at Nikhil now. We're going to do a little variation if we don't have a wall to work with, and he's going to use 2 blocks, and he's going to place his sacrum, sacrum buttocks on the block, and simply raising the legs up. There is a little technique here of where to place your sacrum and buttocks onto the block. If you're too far back this way, then you're not going to have that little bit of a pivot to be able to lie there comfortably with the legs in that upright position. So you have to be more to the edge of the block that's closest to the upper body. Yeah, and so that we have a little bit more of a pivot there. Somebody who may be very tight in the hamstrings or the back, this might not be such a comfortable position to be in, to have the legs straight, but it's an alternative that we can use, yeah, if it works. We can have 2 blocks, we can also have 3 blocks if we would like to get that pelvis a little bit higher, particularly if you want to get the pelvis higher than the heart, so we look like we're a little bit, maybe just a little bit higher for Nikhil. Another block can also work. The arms are just beside the body again, just relaxing.